This is Mel Mybers with Great Garment Graphics. In this video we're going to replicate the artwork you see on screen from cadworxlive.com from our webinar of November 3rd. To begin, we're going to go to Add Text, and our text editor box comes up, and I'm going to change the word sample to Ventures. I'm also going to change the font from ProBlock to Arial Black. And for now we're not going to change the color, the character spacing, or text direction. But we do want to add a second color to it. So in order to do this, again I'm in my text editor. I'll go to Add Effect where you see the plus sign, click on Add Effect. And for multiple colors here, we're going to go to our contour tool. I want to select this particular one and kind of show you some of the things you can do with the contour tool. There it added a couple colors to it, so in contour I can change the offset or the size of the background by clicking the up or down arrow. Right now it has two steps, two backgrounds. I'm going to change that to just one. And you'll notice too, between the R and the E and the E and the S, there is a hole. If I want to eliminate that, I just go to my advanced settings, go to no holes, and you can see eliminate the holes on that. So this is the Ventures the way I want it, so I'm going to say OK. And I'll move it up to give you a little bit of work area. Right now the word Ventures, as you see it, is all one piece, so I need to break that apart. I'll go up to my shaping tool, and I'm going to break apart regions. And the background and the foreground are separate. However, the word Ventures foreground is all individual letters, so I need to group that together. I can do that by selecting each individual letter by holding my Shift key down, or just draw a box around it and do not include the background. I'll go back to my shaping tool, and I will condense that into one piece. And let me pull the foreground away. Now remember, in the artwork that was created, it had the Viking head within the letters of the foreground here, so in order to do that you can add the clip art. Double click on clip art. That particular Viking head is under Mascot, so we'll double click on Mascots. I just happen to know where it is, so I want to go to page 13 and select that particular Viking. I'm going to select it and move it off to the side here. And if you remember, it's all one piece. I want to go up to my shaping tool, weld that together. I'm also going to change the color of it. And obviously it's too big to incorporate into the foreground here, so I'm going to select the foreground just to see the size. In the upper right hand corner you can see it's 2.07. So I am going to select the Viking head and change that to 2.05. Hit enter, and as you can see it changed the size of it. Now I'm going to incorporate it within the foreground. Now, having done this before, I can tell you need to position the Viking head so the face is within the letters, and you'll see why in just a few moments here. I'm going to duplicate this by holding down my Control D key and duplicate it 5 times. Now I just need to position the individual heads here. Don't worry about getting it even this time. We do have a tool for that. And again, I'm positioning it so the face is within the letter. And the last one here, I'm just going to put into the N. Okay, you can see they're not all straight, so in order to straighten them all out, I'm going to select one of the Viking heads, hold down my Shift key, and then select each one individually. Okay, they're all selected now. I'm going to go up to my my Arrange tool and click on Middle. And now they're all even. I'm just going to use my arrow key to bring them down just slightly. Okay. Now they're not grouped together at this point, so I need to go back to my Shaping tool, and I'm going to select Condense into one object. Now I have those all selected. I am going to draw a box on the word Ventures. Let me try that again. Okay, now I've got the two layers selected, the foreground Ventures and the Viking head. So I'm going to go up to Shaping. I'm going to select Back minus Front. And there are the Viking heads reversed out. Now you can understand why I wanted the face within the letters. I want to select that and take it and put it back into the background. There, that looks pretty good. Oops. Okay, once I get it positioned properly, again I'm going to draw a box around the whole design here. Go back to my Shaping tool. I'm going to combine the foreground and the background. And there's our design. It is reversed out and the garment will show through on the lettering. And we also incorporated the Viking head within the lettering. Pretty cool graphic. Again, this was created on our webinar from 11.3. If you have any more questions on this, you can contact us at the website below, greatgarmentgraphics.com. Thank you.